Well, student, very good morning to everyone. You know, Today we will start sectors of Indian economy. Topic gross domestic product. That is very familiar term GDP. Okay, GDP. So, what is the full form of GDP? Do you know? Gross domestic product. Okay, student. In this chapter, we are studying about the sectors of Indian economy, and we discussed about very well three sectors of Indian economy. That is first primary sector. It's also known agricultural sector, and second one secondary sector. That is known manufacturing sector. Third one tertiary sector. That is known service sector. Right. And each and everything about these three sectors I discussed and I explained you what are the activities, what are the human activities are falling under the particular Indian economic sector. Okay, we studied the comparison of these three sectors and in what way they are dependent to each other. What is the close relation of all three sectors to each other? We studied very well. And today we will study gross domestic product. Okay. So many times you looked around you, wherever you are living and also in the marketplace, whatever the things you are visiting, you are seeing in the marketplace or the shops. These all things are manufactured in factory, industrial sector. And after final goods, whatever the traders they are selling and exporting the product to foreign and also in the domestic market or the local market, whatever the profit is gained, that is final profit and final production. It means either we are producing from which sector, any one sector of economy, either the primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector, and whatever the final goods and whatever the profit we are selling after production in the form of raw material, in the form of raw material that is exported to foreign as a food grains and other raw materials like cotton and commercial crops or the cash crops, whatever required in the industry. If we are getting profit, doesn't matter we are selling the final product, but before final product, if we are selling the product as a raw material to the foreign countries and we are gaining some profit, also it is giving us GDP. It means all the activities either in the primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector, whatever the final product and services that are done by human and we are getting some of the profit. So sum up and summing up all the values of all three sectors, including services, that is known GDP. So when we talk about GDP, gross domestic product, GDP is the sum of all three sectors. Okay, it means values of final goods and services. Okay, so now you are thinking about if we are selling the final goods, but in what way the service is giving us GDP? It means if we are giving service in the form of transportation, communication, trade, vehicles, airways, and many more other services, either the private service or the publicly and provided by the government. Some of the services also giving us GDP. Okay, like we are giving the services in the form of airways. So Air India, that is the public sector company in the airways. that is also giving us GDP because we are earning from foreign currency by using passenger carrier airways. So services also giving us GDP, not only the final goods. So values of final goods and services we are summing up within a year. ठीक है? So sum up within a year. That is the second condition. Values of final goods and services summing up within a year. What is the value? That value is non-GDP. Is it clear? Any doubt you can ask me? Students, please reply. What is GDP? Do you know? So I am asking you, what do you understand the term GDP? GDP क्या होता है? I'm asking this question to I'm calling the name of students Himani Mathur and Kaushiki Shukla. Himani Mathur and Kaushiki Shukla, are you hearing me? Padamnab, are you hearing me? Yes, reply. Reply. What is GDP? Reply, reply. Yes, yes, yes. Market value of all the production or the products, including all three sectors of economy. Okay, all the products, it means values of all final goods, including all three sectors of economy. That is non GDP, gross domestic product. Is it clear, students? Srishti Srivastava, Anushka Verma, Sumera Khan, are you hearing me? Any doubt? What is GDP? Any doubt? Please. Okay, so that we are going to start page number 23, GDP. It means the value of final goods and services product in each sector. Each sector, it means primary, secondary, and tertiary. A particular year, we can calculate it within a year. So any particular year and particular years providing the total production of the sector for that year. Production of all three sectors for that year. Okay. Move further. In India, the mammoth task of measuring GDP is undertaken by the central government ministry. It means the government of central. The Ministry of Government Home Affairs. It means this is the duty goes to the Ministry of Central Government to calculate or estimate GDP within a year or the particular year. And this ministry, with the help of various government and department of all the Indian state and union territory, collect information relating to total values and volume of goods, that is services and their prices, and then estimate GDP. So in what way we can estimate GDP? It means when government estimates the prices and value of all final goods and services, including all states and UT, Union Territory. Okay, so we have to conclude overall country, even any small state of India, a large state of India, states and Union Territories. Right. Thereafter, we would conclude or estimate the final production and services. What are the values within a particular year? Okay, so we can estimate it, we can conclude it. Okay, that is the GDP. So historical changes in the sectors, according to the availability and requirement of the people in our country, the different sectors of Indian economy, either the primary sector and the secondary sector or tertiary sector, we are shifting one to another sector because of we are developing the economy of India and we are going to be a prosperous. It means just we are using so much technology and machines or tools in the agricultural sector, in the primary sector, and slowly we are shifting to the manufacturing sector, and most of the items and equipments or machines we are using in the primary sector or the agricultural sector, it means it is leading to increase the manufacturing the product in the primary sector, because year to year we are using so many machines, tools, equipments in agricultural sector. It gives the opportunity in the manufacturing sector or increasement of manufacturing sector. And most of the persons of the employee, they are working in the secondary sector or the manufacturing sector. They are shifting to the trade, commerce, communication, transportation, finance, insurance. These are the activities are falling under the territory sector. So this is the trend and history of the change of the economic sector in our country. What is that? Generally, it has been noted from the history of many. And now developed countries that the initial stage of development, primary sector was the most important sector of the economic activities. If we compare to the developed country of the world, when we analyze the history of all the countries, either the developing countries or the developed countries, one side, developing countries, developing and developed countries, initially we observed that either the developing countries or the developed countries 200 years ago, most of the developed countries, they started their economy. Most of the people, they were working in the agricultural sector, agriculture sector, that is primary. Okay. And slowly, they shifted to manufacturing sector. But nowadays, most of the developed country of the world, they are working and they are engaged in tertiary sector. As they are shifting from agricultural sector to manufacturing sector, and thereafter they shifted to tertiary sector, that is the service sector. That's why this is the reason most of the developed country, they are earning a lot of money, and the economic level is very higher. National income is much more than the developing country. So, like on the pattern of the developed country, most of the developing country also they are shifting from agricultural sector to the manufacturing, and thereafter in our country the people they are working in tertiary sector or the service sector. So the shifting from agricultural to the manufacturing sector and manufacturing to the tertiary sector and the service sector, it lead to increasement economy of the nation. It lead generation of employment. It lead increasement of employment in that country. Certainly, it is the indicator of prosperity. It is the indicator of increasement of economy of the nation. Okay, so as the method of farming changed and agriculture sector began to prosperous. If we discussing and observing about the primary sector, that is the agriculture sector, most of the people they are working so many machines and tools in the agricultural sector. Either they are working many more people nowadays in our country, a largest proportion of people in our country they are working in agriculture sector. But we are gaining a largest GDP from service sector. We will study further. So it produced much more food than before. When we started the use of machines, technologies in the agriculture sector, then we would be able to grow more food grains in that particular agricultural field. So many people could take up other activities, and many more people they are just growing up the usage of machines and technology. So there were increasing number of craft persons and traders. Most of the people either they are working in the agricultural area and they are also working as a traders, craftsmen, artisans as well. Okay. So buying and selling activities increased many times. If we compare from the ancient time and before 500 years, then we will find most of the people just they shifted to the trading activities, selling the product and buying the product. That is the experience. Most of the people, if they are working nowadays in the agriculture sector, but part time, and whenever they are feeling they are free, they shifted and they engaged in the trading activities. Whatever the product is produced in the agricultural field, also they start to sell and buying the product. It means this is the trading activities. Just like a trader, also they are working, and they are working in the agricultural field as a farmer. So, besides there were all the transporter, administrators, army, etc. However, this stage, most of the goods produced were natural products from the primary sector, and most people were also employed in this sector. So, most of the people in our India, they are working in the agriculture sector. They are working in the primary sector in these days. After we are going to develop the economy of the nation, so largest proportion of the employee, it means most of the people, they are working in primary sector. Despite of it, we are gaining the profit, we are gaining the GDP from सर्विस सेक्टर. जीडीपी हम सबसे ज्यादा कहां से ले रहे हैं? सर्विस सेक्टर से ले रहे हैं. लेकिन सबसे ज्यादा लोग कहां पर काम करते हैं? प्राइमरी सेक्टर में काम करते हैं. ओके, दैट इज द इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट. सो ओवर ए लॉन्ग टाइम, मोर देन 100 ईयर्स, 100 वर्षों से ज्यादा का समय हो गया है. And especially because new methods of the manufacturing were introduced, new methods, new technologies introduced in the manufacturing sector. If we discuss about and before 100 and 150 years, there was no advanced technology in the field of manufacturing sector. There were no high-tech machines to produce any kind of items in the manufacturing sector. But nowadays, there are so many equipment, tools, and high-tech machines are used in manufacturing sector. It increased the multiplied production. Okay, so factories came up and they started expanding. The criteria of set up the factories, it is expanded over. Those people who had earlier worked on farm now began to work in the factory. In the large number, people began to use many more goods that were produced in factories at cheap rates. It means secondary sector gradually became the most important total production and employment. So hence, over time, a shift had taken place. This means that the importance of sectors had changed. It means very interesting phenomenon. Most of the people, they are working in the primary sector, but the shifting of workforce, man force, one to another, it means, so first, that is primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. Most of the people, they are working in the primary sector. It means largest population. These are the people who are working in the primary sector. Slowly or the gradually, they are shifting to the manufacturing sector. तो ये people आप किस में शिफ्ट हो रहे हैं? मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर में. Okay, and manufacturing sector also developing slowly due to the high-tech machines, and so many people now, they are shifting from manufacturing to tertiary sector. It means they are giving services. This is the shift or shifting from one to another सेक्टर ऑफ इकोनॉमी। तो पहले लोग ज्यादा काम करते थे, लार्जेस्ट पॉपुलेशन इन द प्राइमरी सेक्शन, नाउ दे आर शिफ्टिंग टू द सेकेंडरी और द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर, एंड दीज डेज this is the phenomenon of shifting of workforce or the main force in the service sector. Okay, because service sector is the sector of Indian economy which is giving us a largest proportion of GDP, right? तो सबसे ज्यादा हमें जीडीपी कहां से मिल रहा है? सबसे ज्यादा जीडीपी कहां से मिल रहा है? सर्विस सेक्टर से। आर यू हियरिंग मी? ओके। इन द पास्ट 100 years, in the past 100 years, there has been a further shift from secondary to tertiary sector in developed country. If we compare to the developed country and we analyze last 100 years, most of the people they shifted from secondary sector to tertiary sector, it means service sector. तो डेवलप्ड कंट्री में आज सबसे ज्यादा लोग कहाँ पर काम कर रहे हैं? दे आर एंगेज्ड एंड दे आर वर्किंग, दे आर एम्प्लॉयड इन service sector. This service sector has become the most important in terms of total production. Most important in terms of total production. When it is more important in terms of total production, definitely it would give largest economy and largest proportion of GDP, right? So most of the working people are also employed in the service sector in the developed country. That's why most of the developed countries of Europe and other continents, they are increasing economy very fastly because of they are employed in service sector, and service sector is giving them a largest proportion of GDP. So this is the general pattern observed in developed countries, and this general pattern of the developed countries also we are adopting it in our country India. So gradually we are observing in our country most of the people they are running towards service sector. सबसे ज़्यादा आज हमारे भी देश में लोग as the growing up and growth rate of the literacy in our country, and most of the people they are becoming well educated, just they are shifting to the service sector. Obviously, if anyone is well educated, certainly he would be shift to the service sector from agricultural, from manufacturing. तो जो वेल एजुकेटेड पर्सन होते हैं वो एग्रीकल्चर में काम नहीं करना चाहेंगे, सेकेंडरी सेक्टर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में काम नहीं करना चाहेंगे, वो किधर जाएंगे? फाइनेंशियल वर्क करेंगे, इंश्योरेंस का काम करेंगे, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का काम करेंगे, एंड कम्युनिकेशन का काम करेंगे, ओके, ट्रेड करेंगे, एक्सपोर्ट करेंगे, इंपोर्ट करेंगे. दीज आर द activities of service sector. Move further. What is the total production and employment in the three sectors in India? If we want to analyze what is the total production and employment in our country India in all three sectors, then over the years have there been changes similar to the pattern observed for the developed country, we shall see in the next section. Okay, so next section we will study the comparative study of the primary, secondary and tertiary sectors, and how much production and how much employment in which sector. Okay, so in the term of employment and production, there are two important terms. Then we can analyze most of the GDP is coming from which sector. So first term, that is the production, and second term, that is employment. Okay, so production and employment, these are two terms. We can analyze all three sectors, how much people they are working in the production sector, that is belonging to the manufacturing sector, and how much employment is generated from which sector, primary sector, secondary sector or tertiary sector, right? Thereafter we will analyze how much GDP is coming from which sector. So this is the graph. Through bar graph we can compare all three sectors economies and GDP rate of all three sectors. So graph 1 is showing production of goods and services in the three sectors. What is the production of and services in the three sectors? And this is shown for the 2 years 1970 to 71. and one more 10 to 11. So you can see how the total production has gone over the 40 years. 40 years में कितना production बढ़ गया है. Rising importance of the tertiary sector in production. It means rising importance. In what way? Most of the people, they are shifting in the tertiary sector, the service sector. You know, so that you can observe the GDP by primary, secondary, and tertiary. If we analyze the graph, so this is a graph. You can understand bar graph. Tertiary sector denote the red color, secondary sector yellow color, primary sector green color. Most of the production and services generating from service sector according to the graph. Okay, secondary sector second, and number third primary sector in the term of production. In the term of production, this is the graph. Okay, primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. We can understand okay, this is primary sector. So in term of production, this is the primary sector and secondary sector and tertiary sector. We can observe according to the table which is given in your textbook, we are getting a largest production and services from the tertiary sector. And number secondary sector is giving us second rank in the term of production and services. And primary is giving us a small proportion of goods and services. Despite of it, most of the people, they are working in primary sector. तो प्राइमरी सेक्टर में सबसे ज्यादा काम कर रहे हैं हमारे देश के लोग. You know, you can visit in the rural area. Most of the persons, they are working morning to evening in their fields for growing the crops and harvesting the crops. Despite of it, this sector, that is the primary sector or agricultural sector, is giving us a smallest proportion of population, proportion of GDP. ओके, तो जब सबसे ज्यादा काम कर रहे हैं वहां से सबसे ज्यादा जीडीपी आना चाहिए. बट हियर इज द रिवर्स सिचुएशन, रिवर्स कंडीशन कि काम कर रहे हैं सबसे ज्यादा प्राइमरी में और सबसे कम प्रोडक्शन सर्विस मिल रहा है हमें कहाँ से, प्राइमरी सेक्टर से. सो दैट इज द नेगेटिव इंडिकेटर ऑफ इकोनॉमी. इसीलिए हमारे देश में इकोनॉमी में हम पीछे रहते हैं, राइट. सो मूव फर्दर. राइजिंग इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ द टेरिटरी सेक्टर इन द प्रोडक्शन. इंपॉर्टेंस टेरिटरी सेक्टर में किस तरह से बढ़ती जा रही है. ओके, ओवर द 40 years between 1970 to 71 and 2010 to 11, this is the gap of 40 years. ओके, ये 40 ईयर का गैप है 71 से लेकर के 2011, राइट. So while production in all three sectors has increased, it has increased in the most of tertiary sector. If we observe the increasement of production and services, that is goes in the tertiary sector. इस थर्ड सेक्टर में जाता है. सबसे ज्यादा इंक्रीजमेंट हुआ है प्रोडक्शन का, सर्विसेज का, that is going in the tertiary sector. About observing the experience and increasement within this period, that is the period of 40 years. इस 40 ईयर में इंक्रीजमेंट किसमें हुआ सबसे ज्यादा, tertiary sector में. So as a result, in the year 2011, the tertiary sector has emerged as the largest producing sector in India, replacing the primary sector. प्राइमरी सेक्टर को रिप्लेस करते हुए आज हमारी कंट्री में सबसे ज्यादा गुड्स एंड प्रोडक्शन इज गिविंग, दैट इज द tertiary sector. ओके, सो व्हाई इज द tertiary sector becoming so important in India? आज हमारे देश में ये tertiary sector ये इतना इंपॉर्टेंट क्यों हो रहा है? What is the reason for that? There could be several reasons. बहुत सारे reasons हैं. First reason क्या है? Okay. So you know, first reason, पहला कारण क्या है? Why it is growing up? That is the tertiary sector in our country, India. So reasons. First reason, you know, In the country, several services such as the hospitals, educational institutions, post and telegraph services, police stations, courts, village administration officers, minister for corporations, defense, transport, banks, insurance companies. All these financial human activity is growing up. That is the reason the tertiary sector is giving us a large proportion of employment and goods and services in terms of GDP increasement. In a developing country, the government has to take responsibility for provisions of three services. It means these services, whatever the services I read it, these are the services. The responsibility goes to the central government of India to increase the employment in these sectors and also giving us the production and services in these sectors. Right. Move further. What is the second reason to increase the GDP growth rate in the territory sector in our country? Second reason, the development of agriculture and industry lead to the development of services such as the transport, trade, storage, and the like. As we have already seen, greater the development of primary and secondary sectors, more would be the demand for such services. That is very important. Not only the growing sector of production and services in the territory sector, but as we are growing the technology, we are existing the technology in our country, the primary sector and secondary sector also increasing uh, the services. तो सर्विस सेक्टर हमें कहाँ से भी मिल रहा है? प्राइमरी सेक्टर में भी सर्विसेज होती हैं, लाइक वी आर वर्किंग इन द एग्रीकल्चरल फील्ड, सर्टेनली वी आर यूजिंग द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन एंड कम्युनिकेशन, and also we are working in the manufacturing sector, certainly we are dealing the telecommunication, transportation, and many more other financial activities like the banking, insurance, and finance. So these two primary and secondary activities also generating goods and services. That is the part of territory, और वो part territory का कहलाता है. So especially the territory part, these are the activities whatever we studied right now, along with the activities, supportive activities of the primary and secondary. Also, this is providing the service, and also this is the part of territory. तो आज प्राइमरी से भी हमें सर्विस मिल रही है, आज सेकेंडरी से भी सर्विस मिल रही है, बट ये जो सर्विस प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी से मिल रही है वो किसका पार्ट कहा जाएगा? वो टेरिटरी का पार्ट कहा जाएगा. ओके, सो हुसैन और जुहा जाकिर, यू आर आस्किंग समथिंग? जुहा, यस, आस्क मी. Repeat it. What is your question? Repeat. Sorry, I am not able to understand your question because of voice is not clear. So you can, okay, later you can type, okay. You can send message. I will reply. Okay. Just we are going to end this teaching session today. Time is to be over. Time over होने वाला है, तो आप मैसेज कर देना व्हाट्सएप पे. First point, okay. You are asking me first point. First point, it means it is giving us many more goods and services in the tertiary sector. Reason for that, first reason, because of most of the services, including in which hospital service, education, school, college, institution, post office, telegraph, police station, court, village administration, municipal corporations, it means नगर पालिका के जो कर्मचारी होते हैं, डिफेंस, आर्मी, मिलिट्री, पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस, ट्रांसपोर्ट, एयरवेज, वाटरवेज, railways, banking, whatever, what kind of banks are functioning in our country? So many banks are there. Insurance companies जो बीमा कराती हैं are required. It means these are the part of tertiary sector. ये tertiary sector का part होते हैं. That's why this is the reason most of the people they are working in tertiary sector. It means they are working either in the schools, colleges, hospital, railway, transport, communication, insurance, finance, एक्सपोर्ट, इम्पोर्ट, ट्रेड, डिफेंस. तो इसमें इतने ज़्यादा लोग काम कर रहे हैं, इसलिए सबसे ज़्यादा जो आज जीडीपी आ रहा है वो टेरिटरी सेक्टर से आ रहा है। क्यों आ रहा है? बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल दे आर शिफ्टिंग टू टेरिटरी सेक्टर थ्रू दीज सर्विसेज, दीज इंस्टीट्यूशन जो अभी मैंने नाम लिए थे। राइट, नाउ इट इज क्लियर। Okay, so we are going to end and okay, thank you so much, have a nice day.